Unlisted? Where did you find this leak? Oh my god.
Guys, it doesn't get more based than Andy Pants. But look, guys, these
Guys, fellas, homies, if you will, it doesn't get more based than fucking Andy Pants. Can't wait till Andy Pants realizes I have screenshots of one of his stats sexually harassing me.
Starfield is woke, but it's really not.
It has fucking pronouns, gender ambiguity. That's what it has.
So I'm happy to focus on the kinds of videos that YouTube says are going to be successful.
So it sounds like it's not even your genuine opinion. Like, do you understand the fucking irony of that?
I said, quote, the more gay, lesbian, trans, and...
Yeah, let's hear it.
When diversity is done well and it isn't super annoying, I think we all like it.
What?
The funny thing about this is that I never called it a debate, by the way. It was just supposed to be an edgy discussion.
An edgy? What does that mean? What?
But I talked to a few people, and this is very common. So basically, as soon as I realized my mistake, I apologized to the Act Man, and I lifted the copyright.
I don't buy it. You talked to a few people. No, you know what? No, you didn't. You know what? Emphatically, no, you didn't. You got backlash for it. You thought you could pull a fast one. It didn't work, and now you're going to walk it back. You didn't talk to fucking anybody.
It's like, come on, guys. Y'all should know that I am turbo-based by now. So
turbo-based. What do you think about the N-word? Dude, I gotta watch this. What is it? How does he respond? I gotta watch this. Grifter flip-flopper. Okay, let's see how you respond to this shit.
Recently by people like the Act Man and others to paint me as some kind of grifter who swapped sides for clout. Guys, I grew up in the Bible Belt.
You grew up in a fucking geological location? Ultra-based conservative my whole life? Christian almost my whole life? That must mean that he's not deliberately giving contradicting points over the course of months.
I was homeschooled until 2nd grade. I used to argue with my teachers about creationism, despite a few years...
I'm sure you did, dude.
As an idiot atheist, I have been 100% Christ-based for the last...
Wait. Oh, he argued with... So his teachers were creationists?
Sides for clout. Guys, I grew up in the Bible Belt. I was homeschooled until 2nd grade. I used to argue with my teachers about creationism. Despite a few years as an idiot atheist, I have been 100% Christ-based for the last 20 years since I got saved.
For the past... How old is this dude? What? Everyone clapped the face, yeah.
I voted for Trump twice and against Obama before that, and then Bush before that.
Against black people, based?
Guys, it doesn't get more based than Andy Pants. But look, guys, these
Guys, fellas, homies, if you will, it doesn't get more based than fucking Andy Pants. Oh my god, dude. 41 years old.
Comments against me now that are calling me a grifter and trying to expose me and all this. Guys, it's because they're gay.
True. Yes, they're all homosexual. Yes.
They're homosexuals. They're part of the LGBTQ community. And people are so pissed right now, guys, that I'm speaking the truth. I'm like one of the...
Why was this unlisted?
A few people on YouTube speaking the truth about this junk, and they hate me so much, and they want to discredit me so badly. So anybody that you see calling me a grifter, just look in their bio. I guarantee you they have pronouns in their bio.
I actually don't. Believe it or not, I don't have any fucking pronouns in any of my fucking bios. Listen, I mean, maybe I do on Discord. Do I have on Discord? Nope, not even on Discord. Not even on Discord. Nope. I literally not on any social media. I've never put pronouns.
So anyway, these attempts to paint me as some kind of a formerly liberal grifter are honestly hilarious. I also find it funny that these accusations come from people like the Act Man. The dude loves the new black protagonist in Assassin's Creed Shadows.
You love the black protagonist in fucking what is it called? The fucking That one game. Deathloop. Deathloop. Deathloop was your favorite game. What?
Shadows. He loves woke games. He regularly goes
True.
to pride parades,
True. He's gay homosexual.
etc. So the way I'm being painted right now is somebody who
he loves blah people.
used to have a channel where I was some kind of wokey and
some kind of you were a normal person giving very normal lukewarm takes.
then according to them I flopped all of my views completely to take advantage of some kind of conservative algorithm, and I'm successful now because
how long was this video public?
I changed all my views on things. The only problem is this reality exists in the minds of gay liberal men and
true. Nobody's seen the videos with their own eyes.
Doesn't exist in reality.
Yes.
Just like the idea that there are more than two genders. The fact is,
virtue signal. Woo! We gotta push that shit. Yeah, virtue signal every 10 seconds. Yes. Oh, yes. Virtue signal every 10 seconds. I love it. This is what I subscribed for, dude. Thank you, Andy Pants. Dude, fuck. You know what? Fuck A-logging tipster. We need to A-log this guy. Okay, wait. Fuck, now I gotta show this? On the real, I do appreciate all the recent support after the copyright strike on my channel. We may not get along in the great gaming community, but it makes me proud to see even my haters stand up to copyright abuse when they could just easily do nothing. Thank you. Heart emoji. Gay! Gay response. Can't wait till Andy Pants realizes I have screenshots of one of his stats sexually harassing me. Big if true. Okay, honestly, until screenshots are presented, I genuinely don't care. Okay, screenshots need to be presented. Otherwise, I don't care. Otherwise, I don't care. I'm going to be real. But big if true. Big if true. But also the question that needs to be asked too is like, did Andy know? Because like, if Andy knew and did nothing, that's fucking huge. But if he didn't know anything and his like mod team didn't do anything, that's not necessarily on him. And you know what? I'm drunk and I could be good faith. I'm drunk and I could be good faith. Personally called out? Yeah, dude.
I've always been against the woke garbage, whether it's my channel now or my old Xbox-centric channel from before. I've always been against the woke stuff.
He just got groomed by Xbox guys, all right? Just be real. Right?
But just to explain why I changed to a new channel, so I used to have an Xbox fanboy channel from around 2020.
I used to have a channel that pandered to a very specific demographic of people. By the way, don't think anything about why I would ever make a channel specifically trying to target a very specific niche demographic of people. I'm not doing that with you, just to be clear.
20 to 2024. I actually at one point thought Xbox was more based than PlayStation. But the problem is that
cringe, already cringe. I hate this guy. Fuck this dude. Actually, modern Sony sucks dick, but you know what? Past Sony was fucking base as fuck. We got some really great games.
Xbox has proven itself to be even more woke than PlayStation, and so I abandoned Xbox and I abandoned that channel around 2024.
Xbox is better. Where were you when PlayStation Network was free and Xbox Live cost money? PlayStation was base as fuck for doing that. And then they steadily over time became less base. But so is Sony, or so is Xbox. Microsoft sucks. Microsoft just fucking sucks, dude.
This isn't me grifting or flip-flopping.
Always sucked.
Xbox changed their leadership. It pissed me off, and
Wait, what?
Xbox changed their leadership.
They didn't say anything about LGBT shit in the past.
Pissed me off, and I nuked that channel because I pretty much don't agree with any of the videos I posted there anymore. It would be like, let's say that you had a Star Wars fan channel and you talked about how much
you had a do you not understand the criticism of you is literally that you're not real with your fans, and that you're talking about that you talking about the fact that you made a channel to pander to a very specific crowd of people. Like, who are they to not assume that you're literally just doing that with them? You know?
much you love Star Wars. And then Kathleen Kennedy comes along and announces every single character in the Star Wars universe is gay now. Well,
That would be a great analogy if that literally happened with Xbox, but it didn't.
are you going to leave that channel up?
Xbox put like pride shit in their fucking in their social media stuff like for the past like fucking like 5 years. Like get with the picture.
Saying that Star Wars is awesome? No, you have every right to go take that channel down because the leadership of the brand has completely
Abuse the copyright
changed
system?
and you
Yeah,
don't
true.
believe in the brand anymore. And that's what happened to me with Xbox. I used to believe in Xbox. I don't anymore because they're just as woke as PlayStation. So when I started this new channel of mine in May 2024 or so, I actually just intended to have a quiet little channel where I talk about games.
No.
If you go and look back, I talk about how much I love Gears of War. I talk about Mafia 3. I talk about Homefront the Revolution.
Starfield and Deadlocked or Dead Space, whatever the fuck the game was, Black Person.
And I intended to basically leave the console war behind me and just talk about games. And then I think
morning,
June or
just woke up.
July,
Good
I
morning.
made this little video about masculinity. And I woke up the next morning with 2.5 million views on this video as Mongold making a video about my video and 150,000 subscribers. But let's get back to the grifting allegation. So if I am truly a grifter, then I should have never talked about anti-woke stuff on my old channel, right?
No, nobody ever said that. You might have maybe see the very interesting thing about your history, Andy, is that literally every single video is just an aim at like to try and like tap and fucking tickle the algorithm. Like fuck off.
Right? Because I did this big flop, right? I completely changed my opinion, except, oops, I talked about anti-woke stuff constantly on
It says keep politics out of video games. Like that sounds like a very broad subject.
my old
actually.
Xbox channel. So here's some receipts for you. In January 2021,
Okay, can you show how about show the video?
I made one of my first videos, and it was called The Political Bias of Gaming Journalists. In this
Of gaming journalist. That's very different from like gaming in general.
video, I call out
Also, hold on, it's actually very important. When did this video come out? You can't see.
IGN, Kotaku, GameSpot, and Polygon for all being full of woke.
Yeah, when did this? Hold on, this is actually very important. When the fuck did this video come out?
Leftist soy boys.
Because if it came out in like Gamergate, like, or fuck, I think I kind of remember like a anti like fucking game journalist thing kind of starting a couple years prior to now. I don't know what.
I'm happy to send a link to this video by the way if you want it. So I called out Anita Sarkeesian
Oh, that's why this video's on. Oh, you called out Anita. So this video sounds like it's pretty old, actually.
for trying to blackmail CDPR. The main argument of the video is basically that video games have always been diverse and that leftists don't actually want diversity in games because they try to exclude religious and conservative people.
Okay, but you're like against diversity now, so like that actually shows that you are kind of grifting. Because you went from a very normal take. It's like, well, I'm pro diversity. Video games have always been diverse, but now you're like staunchly like anti diversity because now you're saying that only 13 you're saying only 3% of the fucking video games can contain gay people and only 14% of the games can contain black people. Like
from their games.
What Andy did was shitty. It caused one of Actman's sworn enemies, heel versus Bayface, to actually side with him.
I talk about how games used to be more.
That goes to show like how precedent the rule is with like YouTube and content creation. It's like you do not false flag people. If you false flag people, everybody's gonna come together to shit on you. You will be public enemy number one. And you know what? I think Andy thought he was gonna get away with it, and that's why he fucking did it. Because it's like, Oh, I only have 100,000 subs. Actman has like millions of subs. He's gonna bitch about it on Twitter or some shit. Nothing's gonna happen, and then everybody started turning on him, and then he released the fucking claim.
more offensive and games have become soft now, etc. It's
Other leftists and political spheres were talking about this. Yeah, like everybody. I saw Tipster talking about it. That's how you know this shit is trending. When Tipster wants to fucking make this shit when Tipster feels inclined to make a video about it. That's how you know this shit is trending, dude.
In April 2023, I made a video about the woke disaster Last of Us 2, and I specifically talk about how politics and wokeness ruin
Yeah, because literally every single person was fucking shitting on this game because like the story was fucking mind-boggling.
this game.
Which in hindsight, knowing God, I wish I kind of played it because having the story broken down to me, it's like I see why they killed Joel and I get what they're trying to get at and stuff like that. Is The Last of Us 2 wokeified? Honestly, not really. From what it sounds like, it doesn't sound like it's wokeified completely. I mean, it has like one like masculine like woman in it or whatever, like and like a gay sex scene or some shit. Like, whatever, dude.
In August 2023,
you know what? Yeah, I'll bite the bullet. You know what? That's woke. Fuck it.
I made a video
woke,
called "Why Aren't Video Games Fun Anymore?" and I literally talk about how important God is and how I'm an evangelical Christian. In August 2023, I also made several videos here about why.
I will say this. I will give Tipster a break. I will give Tipster a break because his tweets against Bo Blacks were pretty banger. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought Starfield was really good.
It's pretty funny.
And guys, now that I've had a year to keep playing the game, I'm honestly going to give Starfield a 7 now instead of an 8.
Oh, you're gonna give it a 7 now out of you can. What the fuck? Why?
And look, a lot of people
why?
in the anti-woke community that I'm a part of now want to say Starfield is woke, but it's really not.
It has fucking pronouns, gender ambiguity. That's what it has in Starfield. What?
Sure, there's pronouns at the beginning of the game, but most of the game contains very little woke content.
Oh, it has a strong female characters in it, sir.
I have actually gotten in fights with people on my channel over this. Starfield.
Show it.
The biggest problem isn't the politics, but the fact that the characters in the dialogue have no edge whatsoever, and everybody is really boring. So just to be clear, I've never trashed Starfield in the present day, nor have I changed my position on that. I will say I used to like Starfield more, and as I've continued to play the game, I like it less because I just kind of see how bland and boring the dialogue is. But to say that
now I see it after like fucking 400 hours. Now
Starfield is some kind of ridiculously woke game is stupid, and you haven't.
Wow, that's brave.
Haven't played the game. In March.
Wait, it's not a woke game. How did it? Wait, wasn't what didn't the whole thing with Starfield start because of the baby gaming thing? What was it? Baby gaming? What the fuck was it? It's the fucking woke shit. It's the fucking gender ambiguity shit. What the fuck was it called? The baby shit? You know the baby shit. The fucking the baby. Shut the fuck up, dude. What the fuck was it called? It was called the fucking the baby. How do we even search this up? Woke baby gaming. What is it called? Please. Come on. Sweet Baby Inc. There we go. See, all I had to search up was woke baby gaming. Look. This all I had to search up was woke baby gaming, and I found it. Wait, that's my Discord. Fuck. Woke baby gaming. Sweet Baby Inc. See. I found it, dude. Woke baby gaming. Sweet Baby Inc. Yeah, wasn't Sweet Baby Inc. related to Starfield? No.
2024, I made a video entitled Woke Game Devs,
Woke
calling out
game
wokeness in
devs.
the industry on my old channel.
Thank you.
In April 2024, I made a video called Woke PlayStation, in which I mock the gay leftist trash that PlayStation has been producing. In April 2024, on my old channel, I made a video called How About We Keep Politics Out of Games? In April 2024, I made another video just called Woke, where I just call out wokeness.
Woke.
So, as I hope you're beginning to see, I have never changed my position on wokeness and leftism. I have always
That would be a fucking fantastic point if you didn't admit in your Actman debate that you actually thought the opposite, and you actually were like super woke in the past, but not like now you're based though.
always hated gay trash in games, and I want to see this stuff removed. I recently had this punk kid on my stream named Walter in one of my live streams, and this kid showed
Walter?
up and he called me a grifter because I said I was only putting out videos about wokeism recently. According to him, you need to keep putting out videos you know will fail, otherwise you're not authentic. I explained to Walter
Nobody ever said that. People are calling you a grifter because you went from making like very normal video game fucking videos to like completely and utterly pandering to like the fucking right leaning shit. Is he even talking about the act? No, he's speaking more broadly.
Walter, my sweet summer child, you're a child, you have to grow up, and you need to learn a little bit about how the world works. I compare Walter to that band in high school that never got out of the small town you grew up in and were
Weezers?
never successful. And the
Weezer
whole time they
reference?
kept telling themselves, we're not successful because we never sold out. We're so pure. And it's like, guys, y'all are still playing in your basement. Nobody likes your music, and you need to grow up. The irony is, of course, that people like Walter don't actually have
Oh yeah, Calvary. You just need to read the rules and like fucking do the shit in the rules.
morality from something like God or Christianity. They just have this kind of like bullshit morality that they make up that they follow.
That sounds like religion, anyways.
But I also want to use a painting metaphor here. So
I'm drunk. Listen, okay. Full disclosure, that was a joke. Okay. Listen, I don't think you're like I don't think Christianity is invalid. I don't think Islam is invalid. I don't think Judaism is invalid. Anybody can have their opinion about God. It's just I personally don't think you can assume. I don't think you can reasonably assume what a God believes about morals or morality.
let's say you are an artist and you can do a still life, you can do portraits, and you can do landscapes. Now, let's say Target or Walmart comes to you and says, we want to pay you $1 million to do 500 landscape paintings. So I asked them, hey, can I do some portraits and still lifes for you? And they say, sorry, we're only interested in your landscape paintings. So I make 500 landscape paintings for them and I take the money. Am I any less of an artist because I focused on one type of painting and got paid for it?
No.
This is how I view the whole YouTube thing. YouTube naturally wants you to be.
Okay, but you're not selling. But the argument is that you're grifting and you're not actually see grift. The grift part comes into your selling to a very 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 specific demographic. That's the grifting part. Okay, that's the grifting part. If I were to go out there and I would like thirst trap like a motherfucker, um, I would just be grifting to fucking Simpson shit or like fucking closeted homos like you. But but like I just the grift is that you're appealing to a very hyper specific demographic of people. It's not that you're making YouTube videos to make money, right? I don't think nobody's clowning on you because you're making YouTube videos because you're trying to make money. You're making YouTube videos to make money off a very specific demographic of people by pushing a very specific narrative. That's what makes you a grifter. Like
Become a specialist and specify on.
the fact I can articulate that while being fucking shit faced, fucking drunk, fucking tells you that it's actually that easy to understand what the fuck you're doing.
On a specific area, and YouTube will pay you more money for that. And I'm happy to do that because I passionately believe what I'm talking about.
No, you don't.
I have always passionately been a conservative, and I've
Fucking
been
baby.
against the woke liberal trash. Now, can
Bang.
I make videos about Gears of War and Mafia and Homefront the Revolution? Absolutely, but they're going
Okay, but why didn't you? Why didn't you make a bunch of YouTube videos about political shit that you're doing right now?
to get a
How come you went from making very normal videos talking about video games to like now very very hyper political shit?
fraction
Like wow, that's almost like that's what people are pointing out.
of the views of videos about the woke stuff. And so it's kind of like I've cultivated this audience and I've grown this audience, agree
No
with
offense.
everything I'm saying, and I've always agreed with what I'm saying. So I'm happy to
Cute fat, thanks.
focus on the kinds of videos that YouTube says are going to be successful.
So it sounds like it's not even your genuine opinion. Like, do you understand the fucking irony of that?
So, all right, let's move on to some other allegations about me, though. So, ironically, in that January 2021 video that I told you about that was ultra bass, I called out the wokies, and I did have one unfortunate sentence in that video, and it was this. I said, quote, the more gay, lesbian, trans, and
Yeah, why did let's hear it. Let's hear it.
female characters we have in games, the better.
I'm actually
And all
very interested why he would ever say this if he was so staunchly anti-woke.
I can say is that I don't agree with that sentence anymore.
Why?
This was almost 5 years ago now, and I think
This was in your video about Starfield. Was it not? I'm sorry, did Starfield come out 5 years ago?
have one unfortunate sentence in that video, and it was this.
What video?
Wokies, and I 2021 video that I told you about that was ultra bass.
Oh.
Is completely takes this out of man. I was much more of a centrist at the time, but of course the Ackman.
I thought you always believed this. What?
Give you an example. I have no issue with the fact that Jackie in Cyberpunk is Latino, and I think it actually adds a lot to his character.
That he's Latino? Him being Latino means nothing. Him having his life experience as a Latino means everything.
I have no issue with
Just him being Latino alone means nothing.
Coltrane being a black guy in Gears of War. I think it adds something to the game. When diversity is done well and it isn't super annoying, I think we all like it. What I'm against
What?
Coltrane being a black guy in Gears of War. I think it adds something to the game. When diversity is done well and it isn't super annoying, I think we all like it.
Do we? Do we?
What I'm against and what I think I've always been against is against forced woke token.
No. I'm not gonna give you that excuse because you have set the precedent that the argument is against woke shit being in games, meaning all woke shit, meaning diversity, gay people, everything. You cannot miraculously retcon your fucking entire shit. Dude.
Tokenism and diversity that feels inauthentic and political and like propaganda. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Another clip the Ackman pulled about me showed me at one time saying that
La Crichoa.
thought Asmongold was a grifter, and now he's become one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't know what to say about this other than
he called him what? Did he say Asmongold? It's Asmongold.
Another clip the Ackman pulled about me showed me at one time saying that I thought Asmongold was a grifter, and now he's become one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't know.
I will say this: I don't think Asmon is a grifter. I don't think he's a grifter.
What to say about this
honestly.
other than that my viewpoint on Asmongold changed. When I was first introduced to Asmon, I thought he was a grifter. Yeah, but as I watched him more, I realized the dude was really based. So I was wrong, and sometimes we're
really based. What does that mean?
wrong about things, and we change.
As
The one final thing people have been complaining about is
as Mongoloid
that I copy striked Ackman's video in which he re-uploaded our discussion.
You know, he kind of does live that fucking mongoloid lifestyle. You know what I mean?
The funny thing about this is that I never called it a debate, by the way. It was just supposed to be an edgy discussion.
An edgy? What is? Fuck does that mean? What?
The funny thing about this is that I never called it a debate, by the way. It was just supposed to be an edgy discussion, and people are now calling it a debate.
Well, because it's one side has one perspective, the other side has another perspective, and these two sides are like arguing why their perspective on each other is more right than the other. That's a debate. It doesn't matter which way you spin it.
Anyway, this was honestly just a mistake. And as soon as I realized what I had done wrong, I corrected my
Based,
error.
honestly, the titty thing.
YouTube informs you when somebody else has re-uploaded your content.
Uh-huh.
And my immediate thought was, why is he re-uploading our debate when it's already on my channel?
Because you deleted the comments because you're a fucking pussy. Because you're a complete fucking pussy. And number two, you also gave him permission to do it.
But I talked to a few people, and this is very common. So basically, as soon as I realized my mistake, I apologized to the Act Man and I lifted the copyright.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You talked to a few people. You talked to a no. You know what? No, you didn't. You know what? Emphatically, no, you didn't. You did not talk to anybody. You got backlash for it. You thought you could pull a fast one. It didn't work, and now you're gonna walk it back. You didn't talk to fucking anybody. There is no way in hell. Blame my friend. He did that for my 23rd birthday. Based. Is that like your persona or
And
some
look,
shit?
I'd never done a debate before, so I didn't know this, and it was just an honest mistake. But I hope how you'll see the quote that Act Man took out of context earlier, and the Asmon video and anything else he made. This dude is honestly just like a huge shill and a grifter. I mean, did you know that Act Man was paid by Amazon to speak?
Wait.
Honest mistake. But I hope how you'll see the quote that Act Man took out of context earlier, and the Asmon video.
It wasn't out of context. He said verbatim what you said, and that in itself directly contradicts what you said. Directly contradicts what you have said and have been saying this past month.
Else he made. This dude is honestly just like a huge shill and a grifter.
True,
I mean, did you know that Act Man was paid by Amazon to speak highly of New World?
What's the evidence?
He made a video that, you know, his standard, like, oh, I'm just going to review this game and talk about it. And he hid the fact that behind the scenes, Amazon was paying him money.
That's a fucking insane claim. Is there any evidence for it?
To speak highly of the game. Pretending like those were his real thoughts.
Who was confused about that? I thought it was made obvious.
While hiding the fact that he was getting paid a whole bag of money by those people. And Act Man got absolutely eaten up by his audience over the Amazon. Over the New World.
The Amazon? Why wasn't this
thing? And over the payday thing. He got raked over the coals by his own audience. And if you Google the dude, if you search YouTube.
Hold on, New World?
From the audience standpoint, they seem to be worried that the Act Man has sold out, if you will, by doing a sponsored review, which honestly is an understandable fear.
So hold on. So it sounds like everyone was very well aware that he was doing a sponsored review. Okay, so like this dude is just lying.
YouTube for the guy, you can pull up all of the allegations and all of the scandals that he's been a part of. And so I also find it incredibly ironic that he goes to Pride Practice, but whatever.
It's a headache.
My point is, guys, I made this video because a couple people asked for it. If y'all have any other questions about any other silly allegations about me, just comment them down below or send me a DM, and I will do my best to answer them in the comment section. Guys, I've always been based. I grew up in like a...
The way he says it is just so gay. Guys, I've always been based. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm probably the one and only femboy who does what I do. I'm probably the one and only femboy that I know of, that I do what I do. You know, I say nigga, okay? I say edgy shit, okay? I'm drama pilled, okay? I'm probably the one and only fucking dude that does that. I don't get this. What did he say?
Them down below or send me a...
Oh, like, I'm not gonna fucking parade myself for I'm a based femboy, guys. Guys, I'm a based femboy. Like, that's just so stupid.
DM, and I will do my best to answer them in the comment
this shit is so lame.
Guys, I've always been based.
I've always been based.
A hardcore Christian conservative home. Like, I grew up going to abortion
So was I. I went to a fucking Christian school for like almost my entire elementary life, dude. Okay, so was I.
It's like, I have always been
And I grew up a conservative and hard fucking. I was almost a Nazi like fucking like 5 years ago. Okay.
a conservative. There was a period in college where I was like, you know, I dabbled in atheism, and then a couple years later, I came back around to it, and I was like, no, I'm a Christian. I believe in God's word. And
Wait, you did what?
there was a period in college where I was like, you know, I dabbled in atheism, and then a couple years later, I came back.
Yeah, you grew up as a Christian and you just, casually dabbled in atheism, but then you spontaneously like whipped back. You spontaneously whiplashed back into fucking being a Christian. Yeah, that makes sense, dude. I wasn't a Christian. A Christian was way worse than that. Oh, my experience, good shit. Yeah, yeah. Cause for me, my experience at Christian school was just like, the principal was fucking weird as fuck. He was the paddler. Like he paddled. He had like a paddle and he fucking spanked kids and shit. When they were fucking doing stupid shit. I nearly got paddled, but generally I was a good kid. I knew plenty of kids that got paddled like all the fucking time. Um, there was a couple moments where one of the teachers like actually kind of bullied me a little bit. Um, I was like, dude, I was like 5 years old, and this fucking teacher was like literally like picking on me. Dude, I got mogged. I got mogged by a Christian teacher because like I said something like I need to go to the bathroom, and she was, or I was like, uh fuck, what did I say? I said like I have to use the bathroom or some shit. It's like, oh, hi bathroom, ha ha ha. And obviously as an adult, that means nothing. But as a kid, it's like, you're fucking making fun of me. Like, I got like really upset at that. But like I was clearly upset, but this teacher would keep doing it. She would keep like fucking like picking on me for no reason at all. And like I hated her, dude.
Around to it, and I was like, no, I'm a Christian. I believe in God's word, and that's
Like Christ
and that's
hard.
the end of the story. So I just find it hilarious that people recently were painting me as somebody who's like a flip flopper, who's like, oh,
Well, you literally are.
he used to be woke, now he's anti woke.
Yeah, literally.
And so yeah, all this junk about me is just being taken out of context.
Oh, just out of Joe, just like Vosh. Right out of the leftist handbook. Or it's not even the leftist handbook, really. Like every fucking manipulative fuck says that kind of
And
shit.
it's like, come on, guys, y'all should know that I am turbo based by now. So
turbo based. What do you think about the N-word? Let me, bro. Honestly, I want to ask him that. It's like, what do you think about the N-word?
so
What do you think about the N-word? You're turbo based? What do you think about the N-word? Huh? What do you think about the USS Liberty, huh?
yeah, leave a comment down below. DM me if there's any other allegations that you want my question.
I was 5 years old too, but as I had used the restroom, my female teacher showed up and groped me. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking awful, dude. That's fucking horrific. Also, wet smear campaign, yeah.
Questions answered about, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Wow. I wonder why this was unlisted. That's crazy.